Hello everyone, I am Sujata Morir. Welcome you all in the video lecture on the topic Applications of Higher Order Differential Equation. Differential equation divide into mainly two types, first order differential equation and higher order differential equations. Applications of differential equation in different fields, some of the fields like electric circuit, mechanical system, kinematics, and vibration of spring and so on. Now, applications of electrical circuit. For formulation of differential equation, we apply two Kirchhoff's laws. First is Kirchhoff's voltage law. In a closed circuit, the algebraic sum of the voltage drop across each element of the circuit is equal to the resultant electromotive force, resultant EMF. And second is Kirchhoff's current law. Any At any node of circuit, the sum of the inflowing current is equal to the sum of the outflowing current. Now voltage drop across elements. Voltage drop across R, that means resistance, is given by V equal to Ri equal to R dq by dt because I equal to dq by dt. Voltage drop across inductance L, this is given by voltage equal to L di by dt equal to L d2q by dt square in terms of charge. Voltage drop across capacitance C, its value equal to 1 by C, integration I dt equal to Q by C. Now applications of higher order differential equation to electric circuit. Here we consider RLC series circuit and LC series circuit. Now for RLC series circuit, here resistance, inductance and capacitance connected in series, and then by Kirchhoff's voltage law, we formulate the differential equation. The voltage drop across L is given by L d2q by dt square plus voltage drop across Ri. In terms of charge, we write down this as R into dq by dt plus voltage drop across C is q by C and applied EMF is equal to 0. Suppose then this is the higher order differential equation. We solve this with constant coefficient, and here L, R, these values are constant. Therefore, we solve this by finding CF and PI. Now, LC series circuit. Here inductance and capacitance connected in series. Then by applying Kirchhoff's voltage law, we formulate the differential equation. Here voltage drop across L is L d2q by dt square and voltage drop across C is q by C, and there is no applied EMF, therefore its value equal to 0. If a applied EMF value is given in the problem, we can substitute this value in the right hand side of this, which is the higher order differential equation in terms of Q, and we solve this by finding CF and PI. Now we discuss problem on this. An EMF capital E sin Pt is applied at t equal to 0 to a circuit containing capacitance C and inductance L. If here the equation is given, voltage drop across L is L di by dt plus 1 by C integration I dt, that means voltage drop across C equal to applied EMF. If P square equal to 1 by LC and initial current I and the charge Q are 0, show that at the time t current is this value E by twice L t sin pt, where I equal to dq by dt. Now given LC series circuit equation is L d2q by dt square plus q by c equal to E sin pt. Actually here equation is given in terms of I, but here we convert this in terms of q, and then here divide by this L Therefore, we get this equation and substitute d by dt equal to capital D, that means symbolic form, which is represented in equation 1, which is the higher order differential equation with constant coefficient. Therefore, its solution is given by Q equal to CF plus PI. Now, for CF, we write down auxiliary equation, substitute d equal to m and find out the roots. Roots are m equal to this value. Under root of LC is its value equal to p square. Therefore, here roots are m equal to plus minus ip. CF is given by C1 cos pt and C2 sin pt. Now for a particular integral pi equal to 1 upon d square plus 1 by LC, this is the function of d, and here e by L, this is the constant value, then sine pt term. Now here sine pt, therefore we applying here case number 2 for solving the pi value. Substitution is d square equal to minus of a square is here minus of p square. Therefore we substitute this value and 1 upon LC its value equal to p square. Therefore here denominator term get cancelled, that means we get 0. Case fail. In that case, we multiply numerator by t and then differentiate denominator term with respect to d, therefore 2d here, and sin pt. Again substitute same value, but here d term, we can form here d square in the denominator, otherwise here simple d in the denominator, therefore we integrate the sin pt term. Integration of sin pt is minus cos pt by p. Lastly, we write down q equal to Ca plus pi. This is the equation number C. Now, here we have to find out the current. We have to show that I equal to some value. For this, we have to find out the constant value C1, C2. Therefore, here apply initial conditions q equal to 0, I equal to 0 when t equal to 0. We substitute this value in equation C and here we get the value. Here cos pt, cos of 0 is 1, therefore C1, sin 0 is 0, therefore C2 into 0. Here t term t equal to 0, therefore value is 0 and q equal to 0. Therefore we get C1 equal to 0. Now here we substitute this value of C1 equal to 0 in equation C and write down the equation as Q. Now I means dq by dt, therefore differentiate this term. Here the derivative of sin pt is cos pt into p and c2 as it is. Therefore we get p c2 cos pt term. Now here t and here pt term. Therefore apply product rule, here e by twice lp which is constant value, then derivative of t as it is, derivative of cos pt is minus p sin pt plus cos pt as it is, derivative of t is 1. Then apply in condition t equal to 0, I equal to 0 in the equation d, and then we get C2 equal to E by twice LP square. Now we substitute this value in C2 and simplify the terms, open the bracket. Here this term get cancelled with this and we get the current I equal to Et by twice L sin Pt. And this is the given. This is the proof, therefore hence proved. In this way, we apply the differential equation method, that means CFPI method, for solving the problems of electric circuit. These are the applications of differential equation. Thank you.